guys, welcome to Life with Angel. Guess what? If you're watching this right now, that means I'm in labor and I want your prayers. Hey guys, welcome to Life with Angel. So I made this video. This was a cool idea someone gave to me, that we put this together before it's time for my baby to come so that you can know how to be praying for me right now. My expectation is that my little girl will come anywhere from like 8 days from now till possibly 3 weeks from now. I don't know exactly. I know that she's very low, and I know that my body's giving me signals that it's getting ready. But I'm on bed rest another 8 days as of today. And then I'll be 37 weeks, and then we'll just wait and see what God has and what this little girl want to have. But whenever this video comes out, it'll be when she's coming. So some ways that I'd like you to please pray for me, if that's okay. Please pray that my plan is to have a home birth. And so I'm praying that right now I'm at home laboring, and obviously every mom wants a quick delivery, as quick as possible. And every mama would want a safe delivery of her baby, and so I think that's something I don't need to tell you I would like prayer for. So one personal thing that you can pray for me, I've had to surrender a spirit of fear. It's something that I've chosen not to talk on much and not dwell on much because I don't want my mind to go there. But I had, some of you know, there's a lovely lady that passed away a couple of years ago that we were friends with, and tragic, one of the most tragic things I've ever heard. And she lost her life in childbirth, and her baby didn't make it either. And so she was on her 4th pregnancy, and she lived a healthy lifestyle, and she was a woman after God's heart. Beautiful, beautiful person. Just a love story made in heaven, her and her husband. Just a beautiful story. And this was the son she'd always prayed for. And unfortunately, from our side of heaven, from our perspective, unfortunately, she didn't make it, and heaven gained a great soul. But so because this is my 4th child, I'm similar of age, and I also live a similar lifestyle, and I'm a follower of the Lord, and just there's these commonalities. I've had to surrender to God my concern, my fear of it happening to me. And in my head, I know it's very rare. It's extremely rare what happened with her, and it's extremely uncommon. But because it was with someone that we know, it makes it a little more challenging. So I would just like prayers for peace right now. Peace that everything's happening the way God intended it to. I would like prayers not only for my baby's safe delivery, but also that God would keep me safe. If that, if that's in His will, I really, more than anything, I want to raise my children. And so if you'll join me in prayer, that God would just give me His peace, that His will would be done. And if it's in His will that I'll be safe, that's a little vulnerable part of me, but it's something that's real. And just also my prayers are for my kids. That my kids would transition well as this new baby is coming into the world. And especially my daughter, because she's been the baby and she's been my little princess, and I never want her to feel jealous or insecure. So just pray that God would give us as parents wisdom on how to not make her have that middle child syndrome they talk about, just how to best parent her according to her needs as we welcome this new little girl into the world. So these are the main things on my heart. You can pray just for everybody and my birthing team to have wisdom, and for my baby girl to stay in a great position that'll help her come out most successfully, and just for God's Spirit to fill our home with His peace, and that I'll have perseverance, because even though this is not my first time on this journey, I get nervous every time. So just for God's peace to fill our home and for everything to go according to God's will. Thank you so much for praying for us. Prayers are powerful and effective. And if you have any comments you'd like to share, keep them kind. Keep them kind, because this is a time in a woman's life where she doesn't need extra stress. Let's all, and just another note to other moms, let's all just in general just be kind to each other. I think mamas tend to be hard on each other. We tend to be judgmental a lot of times, and a lot of times the spirit of judgment comes from insecurities that we might have. So let's just each give our insecurities to God and encourage one another and build one another up. There's my little devotional thought. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell if you want to be notified. Share. Thanks guys for staying tuned and watching this video. Thanks so much for your prayers, and we want to share God's love with all of you, and we just thank you for helping us to pray in this little baby girl.